a lot of weapons. I think it all starts up front with the O-line, but then also we got guys on the outside, 88, GP, who are going to make a lot of plays, Terp, and then 87. I think there's so many weapons on this offense. It's going to be exciting.
How many pass attempts per game
I don't know. But I guess we'll see.
Are you guys embracing the fact that so many are already kind of writing out of this game? Because you're in Philly going against the super defending champion, and then Mike Parsons trade and whatnot. It just seems like a lot of national opponents are kind of writing you guys out.
Yeah, that's cool. That's as Lunda Wells would say, that's cool, that's dope. But when it gets to breathing, that stuff doesn't matter. So we'll see.
Have you already been seeing just kind of the effect that George Pickens will have? And maybe you've seen in practice about what for you and for CD and what they can kind of do to open things up.
Yeah. He opens up the whole field. He's a threat, and as soon as you see him, you can't double both those guys. And if you try, that just opens up so much more. And watching him just from camp, OTAs even, like the way he can contort his body in the air and make that catch is unbelievable.
Where did you watch the Super Bowl?
I didn't watch it this year.
You didn't watch the Super Bowl?
No, I did not.
At all?
Too many commercials.
Did you watch highlights of it?
I honestly don't watch a lot of football outside of film. I watch us, and if it's not us, I don't really care. And the only time I watch other teams is when I'm scouting. So, there's been a little Super Bowl tape, I guess you could say. So, yeah, I watched a little bit of the Super Bowl, but just these past weeks.
The offseason's obviously long in ways on it. How excited are you just to actually go out and play?
Yeah, a ton, and it's been a while. It's been since, February, January. But, getting back here with this group of guys, it's going to be really fun to go out there and finally start playing.
You're obviously familiar with playing in Philly in that kind of hostile environment. Just talk a little bit about the importance of not having to claw back from behind. Just get out to a fast start, land your haymakers, and make them fight from behind.
Yeah, playing anybody when you're away, it's tough, and momentum is a huge thing. So with a crowd like that, getting loud when you're on an away game, you just got to, trust everybody in your circle, trust everybody on our sideline. And, it's all about us, and we just got to be clean and execute.
Shotty talked earlier today about how he gave you guys a speech about, hey, it's the Eagles, it's prime time, and then he thought later, I don't need to tell these guys that. We have 17 of these. Is it sort of refreshing to hear a coach kind of find his way through this first time, and what have you observed about him as he's gotten ready for his very first game as an NFL head coach?
For sure, yeah, and that's probably extremely exciting, and like you said, he got that that kind of fire for a second, and that goes back to what I said earlier. We're just trying to be where our feet are. We're not playing the game today. We're not playing the game tomorrow. We're playing it on Thursday. So all that rah-rah stuff, he even preached on this. That's cool, but we don't need that right now. We need to be clean. We need to be sharp on everything we're doing today. Not tomorrow, not the next day, but today. We need to just focus on today.
Jake, you were here when Shotty first arrived. I was kind of curious, how have you seen him kind of grow into the role of head coach from when he first got?
Yeah, I think I think he's been true to who he is, and as a coach to player, I can appreciate that, to see him. There hasn't been so much change, or there hasn't been like a, maybe he's light at the beginning of OTAs, and then all of a sudden he's screaming now. He's been the same throughout, and I can appreciate that, and that's awesome, because I also know what I can expect from him, and he knows what he can expect from me, and it's sort of that relationship that every player has to have with their coach.
CD was voted the captain. How have you seen CD grow? And I guess last year, too, specifically, he's going through his injury, playing through all that. How much was that kind of a testament to maybe helping him become a captain?
Yeah, for sure. And, not only is he one of the best players on our team, if not the best, but, he fights through injuries. And, he might not be the most vocal all the time, but, you can watch him and you can see him. And, when he is battling through that stuff, that thing's contagious, and that makes you want to fight that much more for him and for the other guys.
Yeah, you guys noticed that last year when he was going through it?
For sure. Oh, yeah.
Sounds like you guys have a lot of quiet leaders. Who are the not quiet leaders?
Oh, shoot. We got guys who definitely have their moments. Forrest definitely loud every once in a while, and I think you need that from a quarterback. But, BB will get loud every once in a while, and it's just like, oh, all right, here we go. But, it's sprinkled here and there, and I think that's good too. Is we got guys who are leaders. We also got guys who know when it's time to follow and when it's time to get in line. And when Dak's saying something, it's all eyes up, like we're going. And so, I think we made a huge emphasis this offseason about knowing your role and knowing what your job is on this team.